The year is 2012, the birth of our Lord and Savior, Sword Art Online. It would go on to be one of the most recognizable and beloved franchises in modern anime culture. But in the year 2012, it would give birth to the genre Isekai. Now, if we want to go back and go in depth, sure, Sword Art Online was not the first, but definitely sparked the fire of the great genre. And for better or worse, gave us some of the most interesting concepts. Better, Shield Hero. Shield Hero being one of the 4 heroes to come save this land, and also being known throughout his anime career as being a criminal, overcomes this, gets the best girl, and then you have the argument of having the best girl and the best boy of this year. Now worse, Hayokura no Hayoku to Suyaku no Valkyrie, hailed as one of the worst to come out in the genre. Boy goes to another world, brings a smartphone, conquers villages, and calls all his female companions in his harem, quote-unquote, his sister, who obviously want the D. But he cannot partake because of the girl back home the anime is teasing, who we come to find out is his sister. Honestly, I can go back and forth about the best and the worst in the genre. It's all to say the fantasy genre has become widely more popular over the past 7 to 10 years. It's all to get to what I hail as being the most generic isekai anime we have ever seen. Isekai Cheat Magician. So let's start with the obvious here. The name Isekai Cheat Magician. Isekai, meaning going to another world. The Urban Dictionary defines it as meaning another world, usually referred to Japanese stories, animes, manga, light novels, and web novels, which involves the main character being transported to another world via either reincarnation, slime, summoning, most of the other ones, or a god transmigrating them, viva Konosuba. The setting is usually, but not always, medieval fantasy with swords and magic. This is the literal definition all 307 of us have agreed upon. As for the 12 of you, your opinion will not be taken into consideration, but you may leave down a comment down below. That is the only right I can give you. Great Cheat Magician, meaning he's gonna cheat as in not putting in any real hard work for his power. That may be how you feel, Taichi, but your own anime is calling you a cheater, and you put in no work, so go against your creators in this one. This anime is already taking out the fun part of a lot of other animes. Other animes like to show how strong their characters are, but they know they must prove it to the audience. You could go on about how strong you are, but unless I see it and the work you put in, people will never notice it. And they'll call you out on your bullshit. Not only was it unimpressive, it was crazy short. Others in the same genre show us how it's actually supposed to be done. Shield Hero, literally the underdog isekai hero. Overlord, who, yes, what you could call cheat level magic or cheat level power, he did spend years playing the game, so we understand how he actually understands how to do this. Even Kenji no Maga showed us a pretty impressive training background to show why he's so strong. Moving on, the anime synopsis highlighted that this hero would have a companion from another world to join him. They literally brought her in and teased her attraction to the other hero. They even said she was accidentally more talented than he was, but then never used her ever. You know how I said Kenji no Maga was basically isn't a bad anime and their best aspect is the romance of the anime? Well, this anime is Kenji no Maga without any romance at all. But let me get off run for a sec. You know how I just said this anime has no romance aspect? Well, that's because they killed her off. One of the biggest beefs I had with watching this anime is them killing off Anastasia, a former assassin the party allows to escape with her life, afterwards becoming a side piece. You might be asking yourself right now, what is a side piece? Well, I'll tell you. You see, it's a piece you have on the side. It's a fairly simple concept. Well, she sees Rin and figures out she could never be the main, and literally like the same episode, she's deceased. When all she needed to do was drink the damn potion. Literally, for dramatic effect, she dies when, for some damn reason, we all know someone could save her. The next episode plays and we just move on like nothing happened. Right? It's funny. Lastly, probably my biggest freaking conflict with this anime. Lastly, probably my biggest freaking complaint about this anime is the combat scenes. Point is, they are atrocious, wildly overpowered characters who somehow meet equal opponents and give us some of the worst fighting scenes I've ever seen. Okay, take this fight right here with Rin. This right here is garbage. And you might be thinking, you're just picking on Rin. No, everyone's fight scenes are bad. But this one right here takes the virtual cake. All in all, the fights have the appearance of soldiers with spears taking on literal monsters and Goliaths that have overwhelming amount of power. Knowing they are staring death at their literal face, we the audience sit and smile with the content knowing they will get slaughtered. But what makes this eventful is not the action which it's happening in, but the moment leading up to it and the emotions behind the characters who are in this moment. This right here, the characters are for the most part stoneless. Like, I really get no emotion to what they're feeling. Like, sure, they're being forced into this war, but they damn well know they're gonna win, and there's no challenge the opposition is gonna send at them. If you know you're gonna win, and we know you're gonna win, why are we watching? That's just very simple. If you go and watch this anime, you will get no emotions from the characters. And that's why I said when Anastasia probably just died, because she was a very mortal character. When she just died, I was like, that killed the last part of why I would want to watch this anime. Because as much as you tease Rin, there was nothing there. Sorry to say. Like, I feel nothing here, except feeling I wasted my time. I feel kind of sad they killed off a shitty character like Anastasia. You might be just still asking yourself some questions. Should you watch this anime? No. Is there a reason to watch this anime? Answer is no. You are better off actually watching Kenji no Manga. And I'm very surprised I actually said that. I'm actually sad that I have said that now. But there are actual better animes and good animes you could watch. This anime cheated on Kenji no Manga's homework and showed up the test thinking it's going to do well, but then the teacher caught them for cheating. There really is no reason to watch this. Truly the most basic of bitches, and actually deserving the score of basically a 5 out of 10. Sure, you can round up to 6, but really a 5 out of 10. They really deserve this score. And I thought I would really not agree with this at all. But then after watching it and re-looking at scenes, they deserve this. They take the cake. Thus, I ended here. Isekai Cheat Magician, the most generic isekai anime.